we'll move to the lumbar spine now. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on central and unilateral PAs of the lumbar spine. It's the same as the thoracic. Just know how to palpate your different landmarks and find the segment that you want to be at. So again, you're going to use the same saddle grip. I still like to use the same thumb grip on the UPAs. One quick thing, personal preference, when I'm doing a UPA in the thoracic or lumbar spine, I prefer to be on the opposite side. So if I'm on her left side right now, I would be mobilizing the right. That's just me. I find that it's easier to get up over the patient and I can get my hands a little bit more comfortable. I can do it for longer. So we won't go through all that though. Go ahead and turn on your side facing me. So we'll go ahead and go to the rotational paivms of the lumbar spine. So Matt showed a video of something like this, kind of a global rotation the other day, and that's a nice little technique just to get someone to loosen up when they've got a lot of muscle guarding. That's the one where he was just kind of rocking her back and forth. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to try to be a little bit more specific with it. So quick thing, I didn't even plan on talking about this, but especially with females, you look right here, she's very side bent here. So obviously the Q angle of females is a lot wider than men, so you want to watch with women. It may, if you're actually going to mobilize her, it may even be worth your while to put a pillow right underneath her flank here, just to get her up into a little bit more of a neutral position. With this just being, just to show you guys, we won't worry about it, but I'm going to tell her to scoot as close as she can to me. I personally like to put my arm on the table here just like this so that she's not worried about falling off, and get her as close to me as she can get. Okay? I'm going to reach under her arm right here, so I'm kind of blocking this shoulder with this elbow, right? And then kind of hook into her hip, greater trochanter area, to block the hip. Now I can palpate with both hands. My right hand here is going to palpate the lower spinous process of the one I'm trying to mobilize. Top hand will palpate the superior spinous process I'm trying to mobilize. So we'll say that I found a hypomobility into left rotation at L3, L4. Okay, so I get L4 on one, L3 on the other. I'm going to roll her into me. So I want to, again, I always want to be really close to them. You can control their motion a lot better like that. I don't want to be here. You're going to get tired real quick and you're not going to be able to control her very well. I'm going to roll her into me and kind of get right on top of where that's at. And then I can create just a very small left rotational movement at that L3, L4. Okay? And the same grades apply to this as do to CPAs and UPAs. Right? Grade 1, grade 2, 3, 4. You can do the same thing depending on how much of the soft tissue slack you want to take up. Okay, so I'm right there. As they work down. It's worth noting that a lot of this stuff is also very useful as evaluating techniques, right? When you're retesting this stuff, you're really doing the same things that you're doing as treatments to evaluate how well they're working. All right, so that's the side-lying paivms. We'll go into the muscle energy technique here as well. So I really like, as soon as I'm done doing that, so again, L3, L4, mobilize it a little bit, feel a little bit of change in the pliability of that joint, feels a little bit more normal. So now I'm going to tell her, okay, I'm going to try to twist you. I want you to resist me, okay? So resist, hold, 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 hold. She resists a little bit, 8 to 10 seconds, and relax. And now I'm going to work down through there. And usually when I do this, I kind of start at the top and just kind of work down. Just giving a good stretch into that left rotation throughout. I'll find my spot again, resist again, hold, 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 8 to 10 seconds, and then one more time. Again, you're going to see a big change in when you stand up and retest. The joint's going to be a lot more mobile, and hopefully you're going to see some change in the neural input, their ability to control it.